Everybody, and welcome to Sports and Ricardo Light 1. Let's get right to it. The Bahamas with the track and field team is back home from Grenada, and the 45th edition of the Games. Team Grand Bahama also returned home today. The Grand Bahama with the track athletes touched down this afternoon in the rain via Bahamas Air. The athletes were simply tired and worn out from the long travel down from Grenada and then the hop from Nassau to Freeport. Family and friends on hand to welcome the athletes. Executives of the GB3As also on hand to welcome them home. Team Bahamas with a third-place finish to Jamaica and Barbados. Sandra Lang, assistant manager, and Sophia Higgs, chaperone, said the kids were awesome.
There were some very outstanding performances, and we want to highlight Kendrick Thompson, who broke the Carifta record in the multi-event. He also came back and ran a leg on the 4x4 relay. So I think he's to be commended. He's playing with a toothache right now. But in addition, Benjamin Najman, who would have run a very good and controversial 5,000 meters for the gold medal. Shaquanya Dawson would have done a personal best in the 400 meters coming in from college. And Brianne Bethel is one of our qualifiers for World Juniors. So we want to highlight those persons while everybody else did an exceptional job.
Oh, they were excellent. They made us very proud. They were well behaved, well mannered, and very, very good. I'm so impressed.
Coach Audric Lightbourne worked with the sprinters, and Dion Britton was elated with her cheering.
Getting into the warm-up area, I find most of the athletes were very relaxed in performance, and that came from the management part that played a big role. Also, that gives them inspiration that they wanted to go out and perform.
Props off to all the athletes of Grand Bahama, to the management team, and to Coach Lightburn, who worked with them before they left. He put in some extra time to make sure the athletes were where they needed to be before they traveled to Grenada. So hats off to all the athletes. On behalf of the GB3As, we congratulate you.
Welcome home, kids. Get some rest, and you made us all proud. Yeah, they got a couple of days to rest. They got the high school nationals that starts on the 11th of April. Also, the YMCA Flag Football League opened on the weekend, folks. And on the ladies' side of things, the Paradise Games Wildcats took on the Liquid Plus Eagles. This one was all Wildcats rolling on to a 43-zip win. The Paradise Game Wildcats also blasted the Hull Industry Invaders 19-0. The Lady Wildcats of Paradise Games also shut out the Easy Import Shippers 19-zip for a perfect weekend of flag football. The Easy Import Shippers also closed out Sanitation Stingers 25-0. Liquid Plus Eagles, they blasted the Sanitation Stingers 20-0. In the youth side of things, that's the 12 to 16 division. The show-off T-shirts YMCA Giants over the YMCA Dolphins 15-14. Also in the 8-11 division, the show-off YMCA Bears topped the YMCA Tigers 7-6. They're going to be playing again on this coming Saturday. Yep, the girls had some fun playing a lot of flag football. Well, the world is coming to Grand Bahama September 7th to the 17th, folks, to play flag football, and this one is going to be big. Executives of the International Federation of American Football, flag football on Grand Bahama to discuss plans for the World Championship set for September 7th to the 17th at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. The Minister for Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville, met with executives and members of the local organizing committee. The site inspection was positive, and Dr. Darville announced that the plans for the upgrade at the park.
We will be utilizing local contractors. Mr. Dave Jeanette is one of those who was instrumental in building the complex. We will be utilizing his expertise to construct these new fields and the necessary upgrade of the Grand Bahama Sporting Complex. We also have in the making additional events that will go around and be a part of the GB3As, and so we definitely have to improve the events that are scheduled to take place even before this event.
Michael Roth, IFAF Tournament Director, said the Bahamas is a great site and Grand Bahama fits well for this year's tournament.
It feels very great. We have been visiting all the facilities this day, and the Bahamas is fantastic. The facilities looks very good, and I'm really looking forward to having the tournament here. The tournament is 16 teams for the men and 12 teams for the women, with the best teams from each continent around the world. So every continent except Africa is represented here. So it's going to be an amazing tournament.
Richard McLean is the IFAF American president and also Canada Football. He was impressed with the presentation by the LOC.
It's going to be a real fast-paced, lots of scoring, really fan-friendly event. It's great to come out and watch it, even if you don't know a lot about football, even if you've never seen a flag football game, you can pick it up and figure out what's going on very quickly.
And this is going to be a good one, folks. It's April 7th through the 10th. It's going to be a big sports weekend as well. Let me tell you, it's going to be great because we have also a story by Talia Hall, and I'm trying my best right now to get our staff involved in this one. Keep my fingers crossed.
The Ministry of Tourism announcing its list of upcoming sporting events that will take place from April 7th through the 10th. The weekend will feature a half marathon and a 5K run, an extreme kayaking competition, a junior sailing regatta, and an air show. Organizers noting that sports tourism is important to Grand Bahama and is expected to attract hundreds of tourists to the island. Sports manager of the Ministry of Tourism, Novalari Chadasing, is encouraging the entire community to come out and support the events.
It is important that we try to understand the need to have more sporting events because they are pretty much recession proof. People plan to come to these events, and so no matter what else is going on around the world, they will still come and stay in our hotels and provide room nights for those hotels that certainly need the business. Right now, as we plan this event, asking for volunteers to come out and be a part of this event, help us put it on. So we're looking for about 100 to 150 volunteers to assist with the staging of this event, whether you work with the water stations, the finish line, the setting up, and what have you. We certainly want this to be a community event. We want this to become a major event for Grand Bahama Island, and I have no doubt that it can indeed be such an event.
Manager of Groups and Events at the Ministry of Tourism, Sinique Culmer, says the public can expect a lot.
We're also excited and hoping that domestic tourism also picks up here on the island, and that there we have car rentals booked. We go ahead and have, once again, our rooms booked and a bunch of the smaller properties. We're asking, that our restaurants and bars be on top of their game this weekend, and give everybody an opportunity to have that excellent customer service and to show what Grand Bahama has to offer.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Total Sports.
And yes, we've committed Sheena to run a half marathon. She's beginning now to walk the stairs. By next week, she'll be running the stairs and she's eating fruits, which means that by the time we get to next week, she'll be ready for the half K or for the run. One way or the other, she'll be there. That's a look at sports.